after touch-up work on the driveway. I'm not going all out, but it's all like a washboard up here. So I'm gonna run the bucket to TR3 just a once over, so it ain't like this, and then when I got more time I'll do it better. But right now I'm scraping the asphalt part. You can see all this water just all come running down. This is all asphalt right here. Somewhere up in here is where the asphalt stops. So I got to recover all this gravel right now first. Alright, so that's why the bucket level indicator is important. I mean, you could do it by feel. It's just nicer starting. So now I got this pile of gravel here. This is where the asphalt ends. Now I'll take that TR3 and pull this in 2 passes, and I'll have it back down to pretty smooth again. I mean, that was a lot of gravel. That was 3 or 4 bucketfuls. So as you may have noticed by the title, I'm going to make some comparisons between this TR3 and a standard old school box blade. Now the first thing is, I have nothing against box blades. It's a great and economical tractor implement, absolutely. Could you do this job with a box blade? Yes, you could. However, this TR3 does have a lot more functionality than just a box blade. It actually has 3 functions, actually kind of 4. It has basically a rock rake up in the front, which is kind of the equivalent of a box blade. The difference is the front, you could see right here, it's pulling rock. It's not like a blade like the box blade, but it's actually a rock comb. So it's going to try to catch larger rocks and pull them, but let the smaller material filter over the top, and that has adjustments. You could actually lock it in as a box blade and then use this as just a box blade. So then after that first rock rake, you got the scarifiers, and they put it in the middle for a reason. I remember talking it over with the engineers when I got this thing, and we talked about it. Anyways, that middle scarifier, obviously you can set it hydraulically on the fly to cut whatever. You want to cut 1 inch or 2, or you want to cut down to 4 inches, and that could be adjusted to make it lower. But then after you scarify, so you're loosening the material, then you got your rock rake on the back, which is starting the leveling process and filling in low spots. And then you got your tires, which are fully adjustable too. These are foam filled, they're solid tires, so you don't have to worry about getting flats. And you can adjust them up and down, right or left, to put a crown on the driveway, which there again, you could manually do it on your tractor. You could lower one side of your 3-point arms. But this thing does a phenomenal job of grading as well. So it has multiple functions on it. It's a lot more expensive, obviously, than a box blade, but it works, you know, at least 4 or 5 times faster than a box blade. It does finish nicer. But, you know, hey, a box blade, I don't know what they cost nowadays. $1,000, you know, $800, $1,200. It's been a while. With manual scarifiers, this thing's a bit more expensive, but it can do a lot more. Not beating up on box blades. It could do a job like this, but I'm just saying this TR3 tractor rake is a fantastic implement. I just love this thing. I put in lawns with it. Recently I did a video here on our farm where I put in, I took a spot of an overgrown pond and I turned it back into a lawn and did all the grading here with the TR3. So it is a cool thing. Today I'm just doing a quick fix up. This whole thing took me, I don't know, 20-30 minutes to get this all back pretty much to smooth. I got to rebuild the crown on it. I haven't got back to it yet. So let's play some tunes and we'll finish up and enjoy the scenery, because it's fun watching a new driveway take shape. Oh, and one more thing before we hit some cool tunes. Yes, I'm taking the crown off because the wheel ruts are deep. So you've got the crown bulge in the middle, and then on each edge you got a big bulge. See, you could see here where there's a tire rut. So I'm basically knocking the whole thing down to pretty much level, and then I'll come back after it for a new crown. But that's why I'm taking the crown off, because the ruts are, boy, I don't know, they're probably 4 or 5 inches deep from so many years of no grading on this thing.
And I'll give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest
so you'll notice I'm going back and forth this way, so I'm dragging the material to the rut that needs it the most. It needs a crown put back in it, but the crown that was in it was useless, as you saw, because the ruts were so deep that the water was still coming down it. So now I'm making it where it's pretty well smooth. Like I said, today I'm kind of in a hurry, but I'm sick of driving over them washboards, so that's all gone, nice and smooth now. I'll come back and take the same thing and tilt it and put a crown in it, but can't beat that for 30-40 minutes to fix that kind of damage when you got the right tools. So between the KIOTI and the TR3, it made quick work out of 5 days of pure rain. Of course, some areas were a lot worse, but they built this driveway pretty darn well. County crews are out fixing up all the roads, but that was a pretty easy fix up for me right now. So, all right, take care. See you on the next one.